Okay, before we get started, we're going to be tuned to E flat. So basically, we have a standard tuning, and we're just dropping each string down a half step. Okay, so let's get started. Our intro rhythm is going to start with a D minor 7 chord. And how I'm going to make that is I'm going to bar the D, G, and B strings at the 10th fret with my ring finger. And I'm going to pull my middle finger over on the same fret and grab my low root of D at the 10th fret E string. The A string is getting muted by the middle finger, as well as the high string is getting muted from the ring finger. So you can really kind of hit all the strings to achieve that D minor 7 chord. Then we're going to do these dyads where we're walking up on the A and D string. So we're going to start at the 8th fret. I'm barring these two strings. 8, 8. I'm going to walk it up, whole step, and another whole step. So then I'm going to go to my D and G string. I'm going to use my two middle fingers, my ring and middle finger at the 10th fret D and G strings. I'm going to hit that and then pivot back to my first finger at the 9th fret G string and then back. So far we've got then we're going to do this really quick sort of pivot from our low root of D, and how I'm going to do that is I'm going to bar it with my thumb. Then we're going to do a series of dyads that's going to start with 10, 11 on the G and B string, and so the dyads we're going to use are going to go in this order: 10, 11, then we're going to go 10, 10, and then we're going to go on the D and G string, we're going to go 10, 12, and then 10, 10, and then 10, 9. So the dyads are going to be, and in between each one of those, we're going to hit two of the low roots. So it's going to go. And I know that seems like almost kind of impossible at first when you start looking at the tempo of the song. And I remember back in the day feeling that, like, wow, I don't know if I'll be able to play that. But after a couple days of messing with it, you almost get this sort of wide rhythm where it just happens. So we've got, from the start, we're going to have that D minor 7, walk up, a little pivot, and then our really quick pivot with our dyads off the root. Okay, then we're going to walk up this little run in D minor that connects to our next chord. We're going to start at the 8th fret low E string, and the shape we're using sort of looks like you're playing almost B flat Lydian, but we're clearly, thinking over that D minor 7 chord. So we're going to walk it up and we're going to go 8, 6, then 10, 8, and then to our A string. So we're going to walk up that scale, D minor. Okay. And then into our B minor 7 chord, which is played exactly like that D minor 7 up here. And you can play it like that, or you can go straight to the thumb over sort of way of playing it, because we're going to do that same pivot from the low root and the same dyad shapes. So So far we have okay. Then we have two last moves. We're going to do what is sort of like, so basically what I'm doing there is I'm barring with my thumb and I'm grabbing the D string 5th fret with my first finger and the G string 6th fret with my middle finger, and then everything gets sort of muted. The two top strings and the A string actually gets muted. And then I'm going to pivot to the G string with my ring finger. Going to walk down and grab the low root of G, and then do that same two things now, but I'm going to do it with my ring finger and my pinky. 5 and 6 on the D and G string. Moving my pinky up one, grab that, which really just makes like a G power chord at that point. But it really, when you're doing this, you were thinking more of like G Lydian. Okay, and then we start all over again. So it's going to play that entire thing twice. And the only thing different on the second time is we're going to end on a B chord stab. And that's where our verse starts. Okay, now starting with our verse. We're going to be starting in the key of B minor, and we're going to do a B minor power chord at the 2nd fret. So I'm just using our A string, 2nd fret, and then our D and G string, 4th fret. And how we played this on the album was we did the next stabs using dyads, which like little mini power chords. We would go. So that's 2nd and 4th fret, which is an E power chord. Then open D and 2nd fret a G string, and that's a D power chord. And then to the which is an A major 1st inversion. So I'm just using the 4th fret and then 2nd fret D string and G string. So that gives us a stab on the B minor. Then we go to F sharp major 1st inversion, and that's 1st finger, 1st fret, A string, and then our pinky at the 4th fret D string. Then we're going to go to an E major 1st inversion with our major 3rd down on the low end, and that's going to be our ring finger. Then our 1st finger is barring the A and D string at the 2nd fret, and I put my pinky on the B string, 4th fret. Now you could ring the bottom 2 strings open with this if you wanted. I don't really bother with that. I just try to get the lowest 4. So we're going to hit that, and then back to our F sharp major 1st inversion, and then to our B minor power chord again, which starts the phrase again. So from the top of the verse we have so we just started over and we do those same stabs, E, D, A major. Then this time we're going to go to an F sharp minor power chord and really chug that low end note. And I'm doing all alternate there. See? Okay, so we're coming out of that F sharp chug and we're going into a pre-chorus, which does this really cool chromatic ascending line. We're going to be starting on G on the D string 5th fret. We're going to chromatically walk up G, G sharp, A sharp, and B. And B is going to be a B minor 7 chord. So how this is going to work is we're going to start 2 hits on that G on the 5th fret D string. Then we're going to start pivoting between the D string and the G string. Okay, so that's our first figure. We're going to move up a half step. So we've got... we're going to lead off with our G string, and then we're going to go to our D string, and then lead off with our G string again. Now, once again at the 7th fret. And then with our G string again, to our B minor 7 chord. And that's going to give us... Then we're going to do this little harmonized run right before the chorus. It's going to take us into the chorus. And the higher harmony is, I'm starting with my middle finger on the D string, and I'm sort of doing like a triplet feel, and into straight notes. So I'm going to pick, hammer my pinky, pull off, So basically, I'm using the 5th, 7th, and 9th fret on the D string, starting at the 7th, then to my pinky at the 9th fret A string, and then back to my first finger. So that gives us... And then we're just going to walk it down. And then we're going to end on a major 7 of B. Almost makes it appear like harmonic minor. But really what's happening is that's also going to set us up for modulating into the chorus, which is going to be C sharp minor. So once again, we've got... And the harmony for that is going to be down here. And we have, we're going to be using on the D string 2, 4, and 5, on the A string 2, 4, and 5, and on the low E we're going to be using 2, 3, and 6. So that gives us the same move. Okay, so next up is the chorus, and the chorus starts at C sharp power chord. C sharp, really it's C sharp minor, but we just do a power chord there, so it's... I'm using the A string at the 4th fret, and then the D and the G string at the 6th fret. Then I'm going to do... So basically, we kind of slide into the chord, but you could just hit the chord. But we're doing these 2 little dyad power chords, and this one is using the 6th and the 6th fret and the 8th fret, and then sliding that down a whole step. Then we're going to go to B major first inversion, which is going to be 6th fret low A and 9th fret D string. So we're going to hit that, then move our first finger up into an E power chord. Then we're going to go down to our open chords, and I'm going to hit an A9 chord. Or really it's an A sus2 because there's no third in the chord. So far we have sort of do an upstroke to accent that 9 in the high E string. You can do a downstroke too, it doesn't really matter. Then we're going to repeat all that again. Then we're going to tag it with accents on the A and E open string power chords. And that brings us back into the verse again. So the whole chorus, first chorus, is going to be okay, so after you play the first verse, it goes verse, pre-chorus, chorus. It's going to do the exact same thing again. So the second verse, second pre-chorus, and second chorus. Then we're going to stop on a B like we do at the end of the choruses. And we have a break where there's a little bit of a harmony solo and then a little bit of a I think Paul just plays a little bit of some scalier stuff, and we go into the solo. And the solo is going to start on D minor. So the solo section is going to start on a D minor. We're really just doing a D power chord. And we're basically emulating the intro rhythm of the song. So we're going to be going D minor to B minor to the A7 and then to the G sort of Lydian. Exact same moves. So it's going to go you can see we're just pivoting on that low string, the low D note. And we're going to go to our B minor 7. We basically go through that twice. Then we're going to come into some big chords where it's just going to be all highlighted by big downbeats with the drums and the whole band hitting the same chords at the same time. So we're going to go with an E power chord. We're going to walk it up with an F sharp in our bass and a D major chord to G major and the C power chord. So that gives us then we do it again. Then this time we're going to accent with a little fill. So that's second fret, A string. And we're going to pick and hammer on and pull off. Then up to our 5th fret, low E string, back. So, then walk it down. 5th fret, 3rd fret. So, then we're going to do these stabs on the chords. It's going to go D, G, then A, E. So all that together sounds like. Then And one more walk up. Then we're going to start pumping on the C major up to D major. Then to B, and then up to B first inversion. And that brings us back to our chorus. So that whole section is. Our chorus. Okay, and last but not least, we're at the ending, and we're coming out of a double chorus, so we're just going to do a series of those A to E hits. Hit on a C sharp power chord. It's going to have a small fill and 3 hits on that power chord. And that's it.